The March Madness bracket will be released in just a few hours, so I wanted to go over all my 1 through 4 seed lines. Starting off with our 1 seeds, Houston, Kansas, Alabama, and Purdue. I feel like Houston, Kansas, and Alabama can be interchangeable in any order, but to me, Houston's been the best team in the country all season. And for Kansas, they were the number 1 overall seed heading into yesterday, but obviously they lost to Texas A&M. I won't punish them too much though because they didn't have Bill Self. Alabama, we know what they're about. They continue to prove me wrong game after game, week after week. And Purdue, I feel like with their win yesterday and UCLA's loss, they've assured themselves that they're going to get a 1 seed. For my 2 seeds, starting off with Texas, winning the Big 12 to me assured that they're going to get the top 2 seed. I feel like their offense can actually lead them to the Final Four, but their defense does look questionable at times. Next up, Arizona. They jumped UCLA because they beat them yesterday and won the Pac-12. And that was a thrilling game last night. For UCLA, they had a shot at a 1 seed. They were unable to beat Arizona in the Pac-12 championship game, but they're still pretty comfortably going to get a 2 seed. Next up, Marquette. Shaka Smart has this squad probably playing the best basketball they've played all year heading into the tournament, and their defense continues to impress me. And led by Tyler Kolak, Marquette can definitely be an Elite 8 or a Final Four team. Now on to the 3 seeds, Gonzaga, Kansas State, Baylor, and I have UConn, I just forgot to put them in. Gonzaga had a shot at the 2 seed if one of those 4 would have dropped a game early in their tournament. Obviously, all of them either won their conference or lost in their conference championship. So Gonzaga's pretty firmly my top 3 seed. Kansas State and Baylor, I know they had early exits in the Big 12 tournament, but what they did throughout the season definitely secured them a top 3 seed. And watch out for Kansas State. Marcus Mello and Keontae Johnson might be able to take this team to the Final Four. And then for UConn, outside of that mid-season lull they went through, they have been very, very good this season. And they are definitely one of my picks to potentially win the whole thing. For my 4 seeds, Tennessee, arguably the best defense in the country. Atrocious offense. They might be an early out. Xavier's actually played really, really well down the stretch this season and picked up a lot of nice wins, especially in the Big East tournament. For Duke, that game against Virginia yesterday, in my opinion, was for a 4 seed. And Duke obviously came out on top. They're playing their best basketball of the season at the right time. And I've said it once, this can be a Final Four team. And for Texas A&M, it was between them and Indiana for me. But they absolutely dismantled Vanderbilt yesterday. So maybe a little recency bias. But they might have the most underrated player in the entire country in Wade Taylor. And especially if they beat Bama today, they're going to get a 4 seed. Let me know your thoughts down below.